The reality and shortcomings of being a free spirit. In Human, All Too Human, the first of the free spirit books, Nietzsche explores the concept of the free spirit. He defines a free spirit as someone who thinks differently from what would be expected of them based on their origins, environment, class or profession, or the dominant view of their age. Free spirits are those who have broken at least some of the fetters, or chains of the norms of their particular herds, who think, feel, value, desire, and act differently. They are the exception to the rule of fettered spirits. However, free spirits are weak, according to Nietzsche. They are even degenerate. They are usually bad at action and stand in contrast to the strong and resolute man of action. The strong body is conservative, rigid, and stable due to the discipline of custom and herd instinct. On the other hand, free spirits have too many possibilities to choose from and are a disordered, divided body, rich in values and perspectives. Free spirits attempt new things and many things, but they usually fail. Countless numbers of this kind perish on account of their weakness without producing any visible effect. However, a few lucky hits create progress. Nietzsche imagines a division of labor in human cultural evolution. The strongest natures preserve the type, the weaker help it to evolve. The free spirits make everything that's interesting, but it would all die out without the herd to carry on. Surprisingly, Nietzsche connects creativity to weakness. In his later works, he can come across as a strident worshipper of strength. Still, this idea keeps running through his thinking, sometimes as a subterranean current. For example, it is the slaves, the weak and sickly, who start to make humanity into an interesting animal as they respond creatively, if pathologically, to the trauma of their captivity by the state. In Human, All Too Human, Nietzsche is very open on this point of creative weakness. It has a double aspect. On the one hand, bodies are weak because they are divided, full of diverse and clashing patterns, and the chaotic interaction of these creates new things. On the other hand, weak bodies meet obstacles, opposing forces, and adverse environments. These setbacks and blocks prompt invention. Nietzsche goes through a run of images reflecting on creative genius. A prisoner locked in a cell uses his wits in the search of a means of escape. Someone lost in a forest sometimes discovers a path which no one knows. A mutilation, crippling, or a serious deficiency in an organ offers the occasion for an uncommonly successful development of another organ. Creativity in weakness. Creativity in weakness is not a new concept. Still, Nietzsche gives us a new perspective to see it. Creativity is not always an outcome of strength or power. Instead, it's often an outcome of struggle and adversity. Nietzsche suggests that the creative spirit arises out of weakness and not just strength. This concept of creativity in weakness has far-reaching implications for the way we view ourselves and our abilities. Most of us believe that only strong, powerful people can create new things or ideas. We often think of successful people as those who have overcome their weaknesses and limitations. We believe that success comes from strength and power. But Nietzsche challenges this notion. He suggests that creativity comes from weakness and limitation. According to Nietzsche, weakness is not a hindrance to creativity but an opportunity. Weakness forces us to find new solutions to problems. When we face obstacles, we are forced to think creatively to find a way out. Nietzsche suggests that those who are weak are often more creative than those who are strong because they have to be. In Human, All Too Human, Nietzsche explores the concept of creative genius and how it arises in response to mistreatment and torment. He uses various images, such as a prisoner seeking escape, someone lost in a forest discovering a new path, and a mutilation leading to the successful development of another organ, to illustrate the emergence of genius. In the following books of the Free Spirit trilogy, Dawn, and The Gay Science, Nietzsche reflects on weakness, sickness, and convalescence. He values strength and health but also acknowledges the knowledge that comes through suffering and self-reflection. However, Nietzsche's ideal is not just the free spirit as such, but the strong free spirit who can withstand internal contradictions and the hostile world. He asks how to render the free spirit relatively strong, so that they can make their way in the world and not perish ineffectually. This question leads him to consider the production of genius and where the energy, strength, and endurance necessary for thinking independently come from. Ultimately, Nietzsche suggests that the free spirit's difference and creativity arise from their divided and multiple body, but this multiplicity can also weaken them. To stand against the herd and maintain their strength, the free spirit must seek out sources of energy and endurance.